And like he said to me, he goes, it's good to be the one getting help because, yeah, he's usually doing it for everyone else. And that's exhausting. And it's probably exhausting for you too. Physically, you're probably feeling pretty strong. Mentally, you can keep pressing on. But there's a tiredness there you can't quite put your finger on. Have you also experienced that exhaustion that's really hard to explain? Experienced symptoms of burnout? Could it be that it's because you are keeping everything to yourself and you're the one who's guiding everyone else? Today, I'm going to explain to you how important it is to externalize and the best ways to do that. I'm Ian Hawkins, and this is Sport is Life. The purpose of sport, as I see it, is to see your vision become a reality, find your voice, create strong connections, and learn to trust your body. So what is it that high performers already know? They already know what it is they need to do. They already know the steps they need to take. They've been doing the work that they've been doing for a long time. They know. But like you, they also have doubts. Now, how do they navigate that? Well, they've got really good at acting despite their doubts. And they also, as a result of their high performance, they've got good support around them. They've got people there that are able to help them, and they seek out more of it. Now, you are a high performer too, or you wouldn't be here. You have an area of your life where you perform at an elite level. You absolutely do. You just haven't realized it yet. And part of why you haven't realized it is that you've never externalized your value in the area where you have that unique strength. You've never externalized it in a place with the right structure to be able to see it. I remember seeing this quote, actually, it's from this book just here. I'll see if I can find it really quickly. But it goes along the lines of you are already sitting on a mountain of value. You already have the ability. Actually, I'm going to find it right here because I sent it to one of the people I coach this week. So the quote goes like this. It's from a book that I read 10 years ago. I still reference it today. I'm already standing on a mountain of value. My story is valuable. My experience is unique, and I am highly valuable as I am. All of my future learnings will come from the process of creative output. Now, if you think about where you are at, your value is unique too. And you already have a mountain of value, a mountain of evidence of why you're good in certain areas. Like I said, you haven't externalized it. Last week, I was coaching a high-level coaches coach, coaches who are currently going to the Olympics, also coaches who are working at the highest level of sport in Australia. So I'm not telling him how to coach. I'm not telling him what he needs to do. The benefit for him was to have an opportunity to externalize in a way that he doesn't usually get to do because he's usually the one asking all the questions. He's usually the one listening to other people. And I imagine you're the same. You spend so much of your time looking after other people, supporting other people. And in your own life, it's like, well, who's there to help me how I help everyone else? And it's that ability to externalize. So this particular guy, he wanted to be able to have more influence over those people that he was coaching because he could see that he was having a really powerful impact, but he could have an even more powerful impact if he could get more influence about the steps that they were taking. So a lot of what the coaching was that I was giving him was validation that he was absolutely on the right track, was support that he had everything he needed to be able to do it, to be able to listen, maybe tweak just the smallest thing, and then help him recalibrate what he already knew in a more logical way so he could go and do what he already knew he needed to do. That helped him solidify a whole lot of thoughts he was having, but actually be able to get them down in tangible steps. And like he said to me, he goes, it's good to be the one getting help because, yeah, he's usually doing it for everyone else. And that's exhausting. And it's probably exhausting for you too. Physically, you're probably feeling pretty strong. Mentally, you can keep pressing on. But there's a tiredness there you can't quite put your finger on. And what it is, it's like, it's almost like a burnout. There's only so much energy you have in that space. So how do you externalize? Well, of course, I mentioned one is having a mentor or a coach to do that. Really quickest way to do it, and you'll hear me talk about this all the time, is get yourself a personal journal. Get yourself a journal where you can write these thoughts, and I'm just trying to find one here because I usually have it pretty handy. So I like to have something nice and hard, and you're probably sick of me talking about it and seeing it, but it's something that really changed my life when I started my personal growth, my high performance journey. When I started to wanting to be better in my life, to be better in my career, to be better in my relationships, to be better in my sport. And the highest performers keep a journal. They might call it a notebook or memoirs or whatever it is, but whether they're golfers, whether they're CEOs, whether they're artists, they keep a record of what's working, the wins that they've had along the way, their key learnings, any questions that they have, getting any frustrations out of their head. And a journal is a powerful way of doing that. And if you want to accelerate the process, it's, of course, getting your own coach or mentor, a trusted advisor or a trusted listener to do that. And I'm not sure if you can hear that, but my young fella's just got home. He's about to hit the gym, so he's having his smoothie beforehand. So I apologize for that background noise. If you can't hear it, then ignore, carry on. So whatever it is, I ask of you today is to find a place to externalize. Start a journal, reach out and find a trusted advisor that's going to be able to help you externalize what you need to externalize, make it make sense, tap into that subconscious part of your brain to be able to take your performance to an even higher level. And if you're not quite feeling like a high performer, this process will absolutely allow you to feel that. Let me know how you go. You've taken the time to listen to this whole episode. Now it's time to take action. Commit to one thing you've learned today and make it happen. And to avoid any obstructions, join the Sport is Life movement by clicking on the link in the show notes.